She remembers dying. The problem? She's still breathing. When a 9-year-old girl wakes up screaming a stranger's name every night at exactly 2:17 a.m., it means one thing in my village. The dead have found a doorway. Adara was born normal, or so they thought. But on her 9th birthday, everything changed. The first time it happened, her mother thought it was just a nightmare. But the second time, and the 20th time, it became clear Adara wasn't dreaming. She was remembering. At exactly 2:17 a.m., she would sit up, eyes wide, voice shaking, and whisper, "Mama, they buried me alive." But Adara had never died. At least, not in this life. Neighbors said her eyes changed after that birthday. Sometimes dark like a storm, sometimes empty like a forgotten grave. Her grandmother, the oldest woman in the village, pulled her aside. "Child, who taught you that name? The name you scream at night?" Adora shook her head. "I don't know the woman, but she keeps calling me back." That was when they brought her to the Dibia. The Dibia examined Adora from head to toe. He didn't blink once. Then he said softly, "This is not her first childhood." Adora's mother collapsed. Her father ran outside. But the old Dibia continued. "Every night at 2:17 a.m., the doorway opens. The time of her death, the time she was returned." He asked Adora, "Child, what do you see before you wake?" Her voice trembled. "A woman, wrapped in red burial cloth, crying. She keeps whispering, 'Find me.'" The Dibia's face darkened. "No spirit wrapped in red comes with peace. She is not calling you for comfort. She is calling you for revenge." The room went cold. A pot cracked by itself. The lantern flickered. The Dibia whispered, "This girl's soul is shared, and the other one still has unfinished business." Adara's visions grew stronger. In the middle of the day, she would suddenly freeze. Her lips would move, but it wasn't her voice speaking. It was older, broken, angry. One afternoon, she whispered, "They killed me, and they live among you." The woman in red burial cloth died 27 years ago. She wasn't buried. She was hidden. The Dibia asked Adara, "Child, do you know who hurt you?" Adara lifted her hand and pointed toward the doorway, where a familiar figure stood watching. Her uncle. The villagers gasped. The uncle froze, guilty eyes full of fear. Adara's voice deepened. "You left me there. You watched me choke. You thought I would never return." The uncle ran, but the Dibia said, "You can run from the living, not from the dead." That night, the villagers chased the uncle into the forest, but the forest was silent, too silent. No insects, no wind, no moon. Adara walked forward, her feet not touching the ground. The woman in red had taken over completely. A deep voice echoed through Adaora's small mouth. "You stole my life. Tonight, I take yours." The uncle collapsed to his knees, sobbing. "It was a mistake. I didn't mean to." But spirits don't care for excuses. The red burial cloth materialized behind him, floating, twisting, tightening. The forest shook, the trees groaned, and his scream was the last sound that night. At sunrise, Adaora collapsed. The Dibia caught her and whispered, "It is done." But Adaora's eyes flickered open, and in a voice that was not hers, she whispered, "One more remains." The Dibia froze. "One more who?" Adara smiled, a smile not meant for a child. "The one watching this story. If that last line sent chills down your spine, subscribe right now, because in my village, once a story finds you, it never lets go."